All right, everybody. Today we're going to look at Wellpoint. We're going to look at everything south of McNeil, LaGrange, Okalo, and the Woodlands Championship Golf Course. So we're starting at the northwest corner of McNeil and where Marshbend Trail come together, and we're headed south. This is the Woodlands Championship Golf Course here. You can tell by all of the trees present how wooded this area is. So many trees. And the golf course is coming along pretty well. So you have LaGrange on the right, Okalo basically on the left-hand side here. And directly in front of us is Lakeview way up in the background there, and you also have Eastport Town Center, which we did a video on yesterday. This is LaGrange over here, and this is on the east side of that Woodlands course, at least up this part of the Woodlands course. So if you were to turn around directly behind us, that's Marshbend Trail, and you also have Coleman Prison on the opposite side of Marshbend Trail. That electrical area, kind of like a power, it's not a, I guess it's a mini power plant, I would call it. So you can see this area is well under construction. I haven't been back here in a while, and none of these houses were here last time I videoed. So pretty crazy the amount of construction they have going on. Edenfield is up in the distance there. Wide open, not any construction of homes. I didn't see any foundations going in either. They do have a lot of walls up though, separating the two areas. This is McNeil right here, going left to right on your screen, and the Wellpoint Mail and Recreation Center there. That you see right smack dab in the middle, just south of McNeil. It has been super hot here the last few days. We've had heat warnings where they're telling you to stay inside. And I'll show you later, but there is some people on the pitch and putts and the executive course along the turnpike. So here's looking the other way, that corner. You can see the corner there. Marshbend Trail runs on that left side, top left corner of your screen, and then McNeil runs into it at that traffic circle there. And we're turning toward the south here, facing the west. So that's the corner. We will take a look at those villas here in a little while. There's the power plant that I told you about, and you'll be able to see the prison in the background a little bit. There are some properties actually along Marshbend Trail on the opposite side of the road just before the prison that are for sale. I was kind of surprised by that. They must bump right up to the prison. I thought that was all owned by the prison, but I guess not. You can, if you'd like to own just outside of the villages across Marshbend Trail, you can buy some property over there where where those trees are. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it's there for you. This is a bigger look at that area. From a further distance away, we're looking toward the north. Woodlands is right there on the right. LaGrange is kind of below us. And then you can see way off into the distance, you have Wellpoint, and you can also see the electrical area there. Now, Monarch Grove is just to the north of Wellpoint, and then Magnolia Plaza is right up along Marshbend Trail. That's on the left-hand side here. And they just made a change a few days, well, about a week ago now. Magnolia Plaza no longer has the golf cars for rent or sale. They don't have the golf car sale center anymore. That is open in Eastport. So in Eastport now you have Citizens First, which is transitioning into a different bank. You have Villages Health, which is also transitioning into a different facility, different name, same thing. And then you also have the Villages Golf Cars, which is open for sales, rentals, service. They have a fuel pump there where you can refill, and it's kind of cool because you can park on top of the golf cart center. So here's a closer look at the course here. We will be getting into Okalo here in a little bit, but I wanted to show you a little bit closer shot of the golf course because it's coming in really well. You can see they use that lime rock around the outside. I've talked about that so many times. And then you can see the construction here in Okalo. And they do have the sign up for Okalo. I didn't notice that last time I was over here. The sign is up. It's looking pretty good. And you can see it's well underway in construction. I'm still kind of surprised that they're building frame homes in some of these areas. I thought there wouldn't be any more frame homes once they got south of 44, but they're still buying them, and maybe because it's a cheaper option. You let me know in the comments what you think. But now they have the frame homes. They still are doing the cement block homes, and of course they have the tilt wall construction. Even though the tilt wall construction, they only need about a crew of 5 or 10 guys to get that done with the crane operator. And I would assume the cement block homes is a way bigger crew. And then here you have a framed home as well. It's kind of interesting that they're still doing all three when tilt wall seems like it would be more cost effective, but possibly because they don't have the cranes to do it as well. I don't know. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. But this is that area south of McNeil in Wellpoint. And this area's been under construction for a while. Wellpoint's been the north side of McNeil where the Street of Dreams are. That area's been pretty much done for, I'd say, probably 4 to 6 months. You have the bigger rec center here. And then, like I said, you can see people out on the pitch and putt playing, and as well as way back on the executive course as well, out there in the heat. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you guys do it going out there in 90 plus degree weather to hit golf balls. I went out on my bike today and did a couple hours early in the morning, and this was in the afternoon, and I was struggling because it was so hot. I guess it got up, or it was supposed to get to 97 today. So if you're up north watching this, it's 97 plus the humidity is insane down here. Again, you see the Wellpoint area along with the rec center. It has been storming quite a bit here lately. We've gotten a lot of rain, and you can tell no worse for wear on these areas. When I say a lot of rain, I mean a lot of rain. The last, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks, it has been thunderstorming every afternoon. This is McNeil Drive. We're facing to the east here. And then this is that top corner. I told you we would take a look at these villas up in that northwest corner of McNeil and Marshbend Trail. These are still my favorite. These are around 300,000, which is, I feel like, kind of expensive for these houses. And I did see someone comment that you can't access the house from the garage. So you would have to walk out of the garage and walk in like around to get into the house, which seems kind of weird to me. If you know or don't know, or please give me a comment and tell us about that down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments. I do have a couple more videos coming out this week. As always, I will see you in the next one.